And you just pour your buttered Oreos into the pan. Smush it in all together. Take your ice cream, your vanilla ice cream, cut down
What?
the side. Yep,
I've
just
never
like
seen
that.
this before.
The other side.
What does this do?
Just wait.
I'm really excited to see this trick.
Just open it up like that.
Whoa!
And you have a whole brick of ice cream. You gotta be quick for this part. You cut into slices. Even slices. And fast, because look, it's already melting.
Yeah, I can see that. So you gotta do this very quickly.
Yeah. We have a slice of ice cream.
Yep.
We're gonna lay it across. Woo, that's cold. Okay, and our next one. And we have a little bit of extra. So we're gonna chop it in half and lay it on the side. So what's important is that we get a nice, even layer of ice cream across the whole cake. Now we're gonna keep acting fast. We have our hot fudge. It's not actually hot, but we're just gonna drizzle it over the top. And again, important, we gotta go fast, fast, fast here. So just spread. Because when this freezes up, you guys, I mean, it gets like thicker and it's just the texture of it, the consistency of it is so good.
That looks amazing. I cannot wait to try this.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna layer some brownies in here now. So you're just gonna push them right in to the cake.
I think I've died and gone to heaven.
These are just pre-made brownie bites. These are
That's
little
it.
like mini muffin type brownie things.
So you don't even have to bake those things. They're just all ready to go.
Yeah, they're perfectly ready and they're so good. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna make sure I have enough here.
You know how baked goods and ice cream have a certain smell? I'm smelling that right now, and it is so good.
It is all chocolatey and vanilla. It is perfect. Next layer.
There's more?
Caramel sauce. Caramel sauce. Caramel? Caramel.
Caramel. What were you saying?
Caramel. So this one we're going to be a little slower with. We're just going to drizzle the caramel out because we're not going to be able to spread it as good as we did below the brownies. So we're just going to give this a drizzle. We don't want to have too many like big chunks of this one. And our final layer is going to be this Cool Whip. So we're just going to plop it out. Plop. Just like that. And we're going to spread the whole thing down onto this cake. And I don't know if you've ever had like frozen Cool Whip, you guys. This is what makes ice cream cakes so good.
That is the secret?
That is the secret.
That
so you're
Carvel does not want you to know about.
Yes,
We're
it's
revealing
just
the
frozen
secret.
Cool Whip. That's so good.
That's all it is. That's amazing. And now
Okay.
you can do this at home. Who needs to run out to Carvel when you can just do this?
I'm serious, you guys. This like
Let me see if
the
I can get the
crust
layers
is
here.
so easy to make. The layers are just all store-bought.
Look at those layers, guys, on the side there. The brownies, the Oreos, the butter. Oh, the Cool Whip, the hot fudge, the caramel.
Perfect. And you're just gonna, again, spread as even as you can get. And your last pass, you're gonna wanna make it pretty, just like this, back and forth. Almost like a little dance move. Sway side to side. Perfect. And now for the fun part. We get to do some decorating.
No way.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just gonna stick those Oreos right in the corners.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any better.
Just like that. And you can do 2 on the side as well. Just stick them in, and once you freeze them, they're just, the Oreos and the texture. I'm telling you, everything frozen is so much better. And the last 2 Oreos, you're just gonna crush. Oh my gosh, this looks professional. I'm not even kidding. This is like really impressive to me right now. Look at how easy that was and how cool this cake looks. Everyone is going to love this at your next party. So now we're going to take a big piece of foil here, cover up the pan, because we are going to put this in the freezer, and you don't want that freezer taste when you take it out of the freezer. So we're just going to cover it. And the Oreos actually work as toothpicks here. So you're not going to really mess up too much of your Cool Whip topping. And then you're just gonna take this, you're gonna put it in the freezer on a nice flat surface. You're gonna leave it in the freezer overnight to let it set. So you cut your ice cream out of the container. You wanna do nice, even layers of your ice cream. We have a pre-made pie crust. You're gonna spread your ice cream out just like so.
So there's something going inside?
Oh yeah.
Not just the ice cream.
Not just the ice cream.
Oh, wow.
Wait till you see these layers. What you're gonna do is push it down. Another layer of ice cream, but it's gonna be vanilla. Open it up and repeat the process. Perfect. Oh. Next layer on top is our strawberry pie filling. You're just gonna take a little bit and plop it on. We are gonna spread this out. So we have strawberry ice cream, vanilla ice cream. Now another layer of strawberries. Dump your vanilla pudding right on top. Plop, just like that, and spread it out. Now we have another layer of vanilla, but it's our soft layer. And when this pudding freezes, it almost becomes the texture of ice cream again. Cool Whip is our next layer, and we are just gonna plop it right on top. Watch this.
Does that work?
Usually.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Again, you're gonna wanna take a clean spatula and spread this right out on top.
Wow, who doesn't love Cool Whip?
Oh my gosh, and when it freezes, I'm telling you, the texture of everything really just enhances the entire thing.
This is a heck of a thick cake too. A good layer of
We're gonna need
2 layers of ice cream, then some filling, strawberry filling, then some yogurt, and then
we are really gonna need to
whipped
make
cream.
sure we cover this nice.
But I mean, you're getting you're bang for your buck here. There's a lot of texture in each slice.
Wow, this is perfect. Now we are gonna put this in the freezer, and we are gonna let this firm up for probably overnight, and it is gonna be so good. And pour your melted buttered Oreos out into the pan and just really spread it around and push it in with your fingers. This is just a stick of melted butter with a whole packet of Oreos. Next up, we have our ice cream. And here's a little trick. Put it down and you take your scissors. You're gonna cut right down the box, the carton. Just like that on each side. And now you take that cut and you rip it right open, just like that. And now you have a whole brick of ice cream. We're gonna take our knife and make even slices down the brick of ice cream. Perfect. So now we have our Oreo crust. We're gonna take a slice of ice cream and lay it out. Very even, so we have a perfect layer of ice cream across our Oreo crust. And if you guys don't want to pre-make this Oreo crust, you can always buy a circular pre-made pie at the store. All right, and now we have our edible cookie dough. I don't normally put this in, but I'm gonna try it this time. We're gonna take a couple scoops and just plop it out into our ice cream cake. So just a little bit. We don't want to overload with cookie dough, but this stuff is so good, you guys. I'm gonna give it a taste. So good. There's no way that's not gonna be yummy in there. So now we're just gonna spread it, just so we get like a nice little kind of like a thin layer of cookie dough. So there you have it. We have a thin layer of this edible cookie dough. And again, this is a completely customizable cake, so you guys can add or take things away as you wish. Perfect. And here I have some homemade hot fudge. I'll show you later on in the video how to make this. So you're gonna pour just a really nice layer of this hot fudge over the entire ice cream cake. And when this freezes up, guys, you are not gonna believe how delicious the texture is. So good. So we're just gonna spread it because we want everybody to have everything in every single bite. We don't want anyone missing out. I feel like I'm doing a little dance here. It's very smooth.
The fudge dance.
The fudge dance. Perfect. A few more steps. We have some honey graham crackers. We're just gonna place right down across our cake here. Perfect. And one more row. And then our final layer is going to be the best part. Of course, Cool Whip. When this freezes, you guys, it is so good. Let me know in the comments what kind of ice cream cake is your favorite, what you would like me to make next, if you want to see a different kind. This is my favorite version, the vanilla Oreo. You can't go wrong with that. Perfect. So these are the small sized Cool Whips. You can get the one jumbo if you'd like, but my favorite kind only comes in this small pack. So we're just using 2 containers of Cool Whip, but again, it is a completely customizable cake. So you guys feel free to use whatever you want. Beautiful. Make sure it's nice and even and pretty. Now we get to decorate the thing. We're gonna take our leftover hot fudge and just drizzle it over the top so we have a little pretty design on the top of our cake. As much or as little as you want. This is just for fun. And we didn't use every single Oreo. We saved 6 for the top of our cake. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one and I'm gonna crush it in my hands, make some crumbs and spread it over the cake. Just like that. Couple chunks there. Perfect. Beautiful. I love crushed Oreo. And now we're gonna take the remaining Oreos and place them in the corners. So we're gonna go up to the top corner, stick it in, the other corner, stick it in, and the bottom corners. And our middle, we're just gonna break it in half as best we can and stick it in just like that. Now we're gonna cover it with some foil so we don't get the freezer taste. Put it in the freezer overnight and we'll be ready to serve it. Just crush these up. Oh, yeah. Really take some anger out. Perfect. So now we transfer all of this to our pot with our melted butter. 1 full stick of butter and we'll put it on the stove. Okay, so we take our buttered Oreos and we just dump them into the pan. Push it down with your fingers to create a solid crust. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. And these are our red Oreos for Christmas time. So it has like a little bit of a red tint to it. Now we have our ice cream, our mint chocolate chip ice cream. We are just gonna cut right down the side of the carton. Isn't this is a cool little trick that my mom taught me. You just cut the ice cream out. Watch this, and then you peel it down and open it.
Oh, wow.
Now, this part we have to act really fast. We're gonna flip the ice cream on its side and give it some nice, even slices. Perfect, look at that. Wow. It's just like a piece of bread. But you have to act fast, because look, it's already melting. Yeah. Take that slice of ice cream and transfer it. Woo, that's cold. And you lay those 3 right across, just like that, and smush it down so it's an even layer of ice cream. Hot fudge is the next step. We are just gonna drizzle it out onto our ice cream. Look at how good that is. When this freezes up, the texture becomes so yummy. It's just like that. It's real fudge. It is so good. and so delicious. So we're really just gonna coat that whole ice cream.
And our base there is just those crushed up Oreos. And then we have our mint chocolate chip ice cream. And now we're layering the fudge on top.
Yep, so delicious.
Wow, I wish you guys could smell this. When that fudge came out, oh my God, my mouth was watering.
So to make it even, we're just gonna spread it out as best as we can, trying not to mess up our layers. So really get every inch covered.
If you're gonna try this, guys, please let us know. If you have any other suggestions on how we can make this even better, please let us know.
Yeah, what kind of ice cream would you use? I like mint and mint chocolate chip.
I personally would do something with some peanut butter, but that's just me.
Now we're getting crazy. We're gonna add a layer of these delicious party mini muffins. They're so sweet and so delicious.
So all these are is just these little bites, little muffins.
Yep, you're just gonna push them right in
Yes.
to the cake. Just like that, they're gonna melt right into the ice cream.
And that's like a nice additional surprise as you
Yeah,
bite
like,
into
have you ever had like birthday cake ice cream,
Yes.
birthday cake with like chunks of, I think Ben and Jerry's does something like it.
Yeah.
But chunks of
Look at
cake
that.
in your ice cream, oh my God. Literally so delicious and perfect amount. There we go. Our final layer, our whipped topping. This is what makes this dessert so good. So you're just gonna plop it on and spread it out. Get all the whipped cream out of the container. Take your spatula, spread it out as best as you can. This stuff, when it freezes too, I'm telling you, it is so, so good. This is the secret to all ice cream cakes that you will buy in the store. This is my favorite time. We get to decorate our entire cake. So we're just gonna put our Oreos in the corner. This was always my favorite part as a kid. I always wanted a piece with the Oreo. And then, since we are doing a holiday themed, we are gonna take our candy canes and make a little heart in the middle. How cute is that?
A little bit of love for the holiday.
And this guy we have to sacrifice. Sorry, candy cane. And now we just take our peppermint and sprinkle it all across for some beautiful decoration. Look at that. Oh, it's sticky. How cute. Merry Christmas. Now we put it into the freezer and let it set, or you could eat it now. It's perfectly edible right as you make it. Our ice cream cake is ready, but before we take it out of the freezer, we're gonna make our own topping. So we're gonna make our own homemade chocolate sauce. We just have 1 cup of sugar, half a cup of cacao, and we're gonna whisk that up. Making sure to get all the clumps out. Half a cup of cold water, and a pinch of salt. So you whisk that up, and you turn the heat on and bring it to a boil. Okay, so now that our chocolate sauce is boiling, we're gonna reduce the heat to a simmer and let that simmer for 30 seconds, stirring constantly. We don't want any chocolate burning. You can already see that it's getting much thicker. And now we're gonna remove this from the heat and let it sit. Once it's cooled down, add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, whisk it up, and we are ready to put this on top of our ice cream cake. So we have our ice cream cake that has been in the freezer for overnight, and it looks amazing. It has firmed up really good, and I'm about to show you the masterpiece.
Look at that.
And what you're gonna do, we just made this beautiful homemade chocolate syrup, and we're just gonna drizzle it all over the top. Here we go. And it should thicken up as it gets cooler. Wow. That looks so good. Should we just cut right into it?
Go for it.
See how it turned out? I'm
Looks
gonna take this
excellent.
piece here with this Oreo.
Smart.
You can't not get an
Oh,
Oreo.
look at that.
Oh, it's perfectly firm. I can hear it going right through the Oreo crust.
The smell is absolutely amazing.
Before we take this thing out, just remember, can you see the layers in there, or is it frosted?
It looks a little frosted, but you can see the caramel. And,
Yep, we
yeah,
put a
from
layer
earlier,
of Oreo crust with butter. We just made that ourselves. Then we coated it with hot fudge, caramel, brownies, and Cool Whip. But I can't forget the most important part, the vanilla ice cream.
Yes. That was
All
a
right.
cool trick on how to cut that.
All right, here we go. I think we got it now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Let me put it on the plate here. Doesn't that look amazing? Can you see all the layers in there? Look at how good that looks. And it's perfectly firm. It's edible, it's not too hard.
Look at that.
It's just softened a little bit. And look at the gooiness of the hot fudge, the caramel.
Get
and
me
the
a
new
fork.
Homemade chocolate syrup. Wow. That looks delicious. And that really took no time at all. Quickest dessert ever. Okay, I couldn't wait for this to freeze overnight, so we just took it out after a few hours, and oh my gosh, it is firmed up so nice, but we need to put some finishing touches on it. I have some cinnamon graham crackers here.
Oh, yes.
We are just gonna crush it and let the crumbs sprinkle all around the pie. Look at that. And we have a few strawberries left from our filling. We are just gonna put those on top around the pie as a garnish. Look at how beautiful that is. Should we cut into this?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Ooh, listen to that. You can hear the crunch. This is gonna be so yummy. All the layers are gonna be nice and firmed up. Here we go. All right, oh, here it comes. It's not gonna be the prettiest piece because the first piece is always the hardest.
Yes, everyone knows that.
Can you see those layers? Wow. I can't wait to try this.
My mouth is watering.
Plate. So we have the layer of strawberry ice cream, vanilla ice cream. We have strawberry pie filling, vanilla pudding, and Cool Whip. All right, so let's dig into this, baby. So good. Gotta get every single layer here. Wow, that's so good.
Save
You want
some for
some?
me.
You want some?
Sure do.
Here.